Hey guys, what's up? Bonner's back again with another Transformers video review. This time it is of Dark of the Moon Voyager class Fireburst Optimus Prime. First off, I have to confess, the axe is kind of busted. Arg! That's the only thing that was a real pain. But I decided to go on with the video. And I decided that there's going to be a little something that I'd like for you all to try when you watch this video, because I tried it and I couldn't believe it even myself when I attached everything to it. So, basic truck, rolls, got a lot of divots and everything, but the way this one works, you honestly, like, when you get him in the robot mode, you cannot tell. Well, you kind of can, but everything hides away so well, you can't even tell that he's supposed to turn into a truck. I mean, there's tiny little things that go, oh, that's a truck part. But, you know, other than that, this is a figure that is definitely worth buying. This mold is not nearly as much of a piece of crap as I had originally said. Like, I really wanted to hate this figure. Like, I know saying that about a Prime figure is kind of meh, like, rude, but honest to God, I really wanted to hate this figure, and once I got it in hand, I couldn't put it down. He's so awesome. He rolls like any other. Now, I was looking at the designs for the Jetwing Prime, which, by the way, will I be getting that? No. Way too expensive. So, I decided to have a little fun. So, I took a couple of pieces. As you can see, there are 4 points on the side and 1 in the trailer hitch. In the trailer hitch, I put power links, jet fires, jet thruster in there. Still not done. And then I take, since there are doubles of this, I take the regular Armada Jetfire guns and plug them in there. And you can probably already tell this is getting crazy. And then, so that I can, just because I can, say hello to Voyager class Jetwing Optimus Prime. That is so epic. Okay, enough fooling around with this form, because what we're going to do to transform him is pull off. Like, if you have these parts and you splash them on them, go ahead and take them off. You can transform them with them on, but it's kind of a pain to get everything to work when they're on, so I'm just going to take them off. To transform, you're going to untab this, and then it's going to slide down. Untab. Slide down. You can do the legs first, and then the body, and then or you can do the body first, then the legs. I generally do the legs first because that's kind of natural. Pop the top off and fold down the smokestacks. Fold these pieces out like this. Just kind of sort of bend these, split them, rotate this around to where it plugs in right about there. Which, by the way, I did see Dark of the Moon. I'm going to do a video on what I thought of it. So these pieces just slide down and plug on. Or not really plug in, they just sit there. And there are his super huge jet feet. rotate the whole thing forward, rotate these back, fold them up, kind of fold those back to where they just chill and hang out that back there. You're going to pop off the front of the truck. It's going to split, bring these down, flip this up, plug his shoulders in. Okay, this piece slides up like that, then this slides up, folds over, fold out the arm like that. It just pegs on via that great peg right there, and then just spin his arms around and fold the wheel wells up like this. And then you come back here, flip this piece down, flip its head up, plug that in, and there you go. Jetwing Optimus Prime. Wait, I'm sorry, Fireburst Optimus Prime. I'm going to do Jetwing Prime in a moment. Now, for a Voyager class figure, here's the thing. I know that Hasbro's been making figures smaller, but here's the thing. Here's sidearm side swipe real quick. He's almost as tall as Optimus. What's up, Optimus? And then here is the first movie Starscream mold in jet mode. Taller than him. I'm not trying to bash on it at all. This is actually a really cool figure. He's one of my he's already grown to be one of my favorites. He's kind of small to me. And just because it was so freaking epic in the movie, here is Dark of the Moon Voyager class. Shockwave. Now, since we already got through the fact that he's a bit smaller of a figure, we're going to take a look at how I did the Jetwing Optimus Prime. So we're going to spin him around, and you see the two MechTech ports right here. What you're going to do is you're going to fold these. Well, first you're going to fold these up, and then they come forward over his shoulders like that, so that they kind of stick out to the side. Then you take your Jetfire cannon and you plug it in as one of his thrusters. Do the same thing with the other one. And have I figured out how to do this with the third one? No, sadly, I have not. So there's his jetpack. Well, close to his jetpack. And then this gun emplacement thing, which when you turn it, the ratchet makes it sound as if it's actually shooting, which is kind of nice. This just goes right into his right hand. And since it's the whole, I don't know where to put it, he's going to hold this one as a gun. And, he looks like he could kick your ass in 2 seconds. Since people like using modern day objects, here's a stick of Axe Dry deodorant. He's just a bit taller than that. Now to get him next to a figure that is ridiculously huge compared to him. If I can get this one piece to stick in. There we go. Here he is next to Power Master Optimus Prime. Yeah, I don't even think it's worth going all the way up. So, what do I think of this figure? You know what? This is a figure that before I even had him in hand, I really didn't like him. But the moment I got him in hand, he really, like, he just started growing on me. Like, just constantly, he started growing on me. It'd be cool to get the Jetwing Prime so I can figure out how that whole attachment stuff works. But, you know, sadly, that I'm not going to be able to afford the Jetwing Prime. Like, if I can get a hold of him for a price that is not over $300, I'd be more than happy to pick it up. So, anyways, yeah, that is it. If they ever do bring Jetwing Prime to the United States, then I'll get him. But other than that, would buyers recommend Fireburst Optimus Prime if your axe doesn't bust in 2 seconds? Totally. If the axe busts in 2 seconds, totally. If you can make the whole Jetwing Prime, absolutely.